Hey guys, my name is James Masella from Movie Death Close. Thanks for taking the chance to talk with me today.
Absolute pleasure,
Thanks, James.
James.
Nice to meet you.
You too, Andrew. I almost just called you Ezra there for a second. That was going
Oh,
to be
did
my
you?
bad.
That's
Very
fine. That's
convincing.
fine. I'm thinking of changing my middle name to Ezra anyway, so you can
I've
let's
been
go
doing a
with it.
crash. I've been doing a crash course in Carnival Row because it's been so long since season one. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
sure.
You know, Andrew, Ezra's a pretty interesting character. He's got a lot of money. He's got a lot of privilege, but I feel like nothing goes right for this guy at all. Like when you pick up the script, are you like, oh, I'm getting my ass kicked again, or something else bad is going to happen to me in this one?
Yeah, I mean, the most interesting thing about Ezra Spurnrose is actually the first time you ever meet Ezra, it's with a problem on his doorstep. So his in season one, his boat has been found, and well, not been found. It's a shipwreck, and I have to go to the police station. So from day one, if you were to describe Ezra Spurrose, he's basically in the shit. Basically, he's completely like, it's just downhill from there. And then, the joy of playing that character is still in my head with every anti-hero I play. He is still the hero of his own story. And, he's still trying to claw back any redeemable features from his burgish life, and playing that is, I think it's just amazing. I love playing it. And yeah, I think, as you say, I didn't know what was going to come up in the scripts, whether somebody's going to put a horn through his head, or yeah. So it was always a joy playing Ezra.
Tamsin, you must really love showing up in period pieces. I feel like every time we see you, you're in like some dress from like the 17th century or something like that.
I
Are you ever
know.
just like, are you ever just like, can I get a pair of jeans or something?
Yes, and you know what the thing is, when I do a very rare, modern day piece, I'm always amazed at the amount of energy that I have at the end of the day, because of course it like really, really stops you from taking a full breath. I actually got an Edwardian lady's lung complaint from wearing corsets. It took me like months and months to get it diagnosed, and the doctor said that I basically had something that Edwardian women would get from in my lungs, from my lungs being so constricted.
And
I can imagine.
that is dedication to art.
Yeah,
Tamzin
thank
Urchin.
you.
There we have it.
Were you guys surprised at all with the new showrunner coming on? Like, so I mean, your storyline really leans more into like the communism aspect of what's going on in Carnival. Were you surprised by that aspect at all, either of you?
Yeah, but I think it's good to be surprised in season two when you start a new season with a familiar character. It's really good. Like, one of the most exciting things I find as an actor is to turn expectations on their head. So the best thing as an actor you can be really is surprised, because it's challenging and it's new and you didn't see it coming. And I think if the actors didn't see it coming, you can be sure that the audience didn't see it coming.
And yeah, and as soon as I guess Tamsin's exactly, as soon as you think you know your character, and that's I often think is when that becomes stale, or when it becomes comfortable. I think it's great to, that Eric did bring in this world, and it's rather interesting to see how, the Fawn, Agreus, myself, Ezra, and Imogen respond to a so-called communist world, because I think that's the joy of putting characters in unique, extraordinary people in extraordinary circumstances, as I always say, and that's where you create drama.
Andrew, the one of the first times I remember seeing you in anything is in Outlander when you played, Charlie Stewart. He's kind of like the same kind of character playing it Ezra. Like he has like a naivety, innocence to his character, but he's also got like plans, but they never come to fruition. You're very
Yeah.
good at playing that role.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Very kind of, yeah. Very yeah. Delusional males maybe comes quite easy to me. I don't know why that is, but the fascination of deluded males, I'm fascinated by them.
Is your time on Outlander done, or are we going to see you pop back up at some point randomly?
With that show, I don't know whether they're ever done with that show. They seem to have all the right people at the helm with Matt B. Roberts and that. So who knows? Who knows? The world is an open book, and Diana keeps writing. So who knows?
Amazing.
Tamsin, what's it like getting to work so closely with Joanne Whaley? I feel like she's been around forever and she's so great at what she does.
Oh my goodness, she's a powerhouse. It was such a treat to meet her and to work with her. And she plays this character that's sort of Imogen's equal and opposite in so many ways. She obviously embodies that communist story in a really amazing way as a female fawn in charge of this kind of revolutionary party. She just has such presence and such command, and it was really fun to go up against that, actually. And she's also the nicest person I've ever met, so it was really fun to kind of, for Imogen and Leonora to kind of butt heads, and then also afterwards to be cracking jokes and just hanging out with Joanne. So yeah, amazing lady.
Imogen does a lot of growing up in season 2, and she's got a lot of difficult and interesting decisions to make. Is that where you wanted to see the character go in that kind of way?
It was really great. It was really great to that Eric came in and sort of added this aspect where Imogen is really deeply challenged by, she gets what she sort of thinks she wants at the end of season 1, and then to see that get turned on its head is really, really fun. I think as an actor, I always want to see my characters get challenged and to get put in like compromising positions that make them make the hard decisions. You really get to dig down into their humanity and and who they truly are at their heart. So it was a great opportunity to play.
Something I wanted to bring up, you obviously got the chance to work on the Game of Thrones pilot. I know it didn't go the way you wanted it to, but if Westeros came calling nowadays, would you say yes, almost 10 years later?
It did not go the way that I wanted it to. I was not a good fit in Westeros. That's not a land I particularly want to spend time in, and I found that out pretty quickly doing the pilot.
Sure. Last question: did you guys take any artifacts or anything like that from set that you really wanted to have back at home?
Yeah, I stole a picture of I purloined a picture of me and Andrew in costume.
No! Did you?
I did. It was on the side. It was on the mantelpiece. Yeah.
Oh, no, I mean, no, I think I had a few props that I had of my own, but not that I had as Ezra. The only thing I took the back of my chair. I took the back of my seat, my chair. I took, which was quite, has my name on it. Which if I forget. If I don't call myself Andrew Ezra Gower, then I can keep that chair and remind me of that. Yeah, so
I'm not the only one that would happen to. You look like an Ezra.
I look like an Ezra. I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or an insult, but
it's a compliment. I would never insult you.
There we go. Bless you. Thank you.
But I appreciate your time, guys. Thanks for talking to me. I can't wait to see what you guys do next.
Thanks so much, buddy. Take care.
Thanks.